Today in Matt's class, we are going to go over tips, tricks, and techniques for drawing the 3/4 view head. Thanks for joining me once again. So in the last video, we talked about the profile head. And so today we're going to take that same concept. We're going to turn to a 3/4 view, which is kind of halfway between looking at the head front on and looking at the head from the side. I'm going to draw a 3/4 head over here. I'm going to try to bring these same proportions over this way. So again, when you're drawing the head from any angle, you always start with a circle, and that represents the cranium. The only time you really have to adjust that, again, is from the front, where you're kind of shaving off the sides to get that flat temple area. So if we kind of bring this over like so, bring this over like so, I can kind of draw my circle here. This is how low the jaw is right here. So now what we're trying to do, I'm going to try to bring this jaw down, and I'm going to have this head looking this way slightly. It's going to be 3/4 between straight on and looking this way. So now you can't have the jaw directly underneath, and I can't have the jaw directly on this side. There has to be a middle ground. So the way to think of this, we've got our center of vision here. So if you can kind of take that center of vision and kind of almost turn it over like that. And then we've got our center line here for the ear. That's kind of on the other side like that. So that is going to be where the jaw is going to kind of come down like that. And then the jaw, depending on the shape of the head, is going to be something kind of like that. Now our eye line is still going to be halfway, kind of going across. Nose line is about here, so we know that's where our ear is going to be, behind the center axis, right here. Now we need to shape this a little bit better. Now, when you've got the brow here, you are going to see a little bit of the brow over here. It's not going to protrude as much, but you are going to have a slight, it's going to come out just ever so slightly here. I'll draw it darker. It's going to come forward just a little bit like this. And then we're not going to have the nose coming out like this because we've got a 3/4, but the cheekbone is going to come out ever so slightly. And then sometimes you'll even have the chin just coming out just a little bit. So here's what's up for the eyes. Now the eyes are 5 eyes across when you're looking at it head on, but now that the head is turning over, you're going to have an eye it's almost like this eye is going to be straight on, but as the head starts to turn over, the eye that's far away from us is going to be just a little bit shorter, and that's going to kind of help give the illusion that the head is kind of turning over on the side. So what's going to happen, this eye here is going to be just a little bit more more, see how it's kind of squished a little bit? And then this eye here is going to be a little bit wider in comparison. And that's going to help give the illusion that, again, it's kind of turning around. So this eyebrow here is going to be, because it's kind of turning away from us, it's going to be a little bit more dramatic of an angle. And then this one here, so the nose, again, you don't want to You can have a little bit of an indication of the edge of the nose right here, but no one actually has a dark line drawn on their face. So a lot of times it's better just to kind of let it be where it is. And again, you're usually just drawing underneath the nose. Shadow underneath. Because the mouth, this is like that barrel shape I was talking about, it kind of comes forward. You don't want to just draw a straight line down where the lips are. This needs to come forward a little bit. Kind of like so, like that. So you want to consider that for where that middle dip is. And then you can't just have even lip on this side, even lip on this side. Because this head is turning over to kind of help the foreshortening, this side of the lip is going to be much shorter here, and then this side of the lip is going to be much longer, kind of like it would be when you're looking at the head straight on. But as the head starts to turn around again, the objects start to move back and objects in the background recede and appear smaller. So this is kind of helping to cheat that the head is turning over. So same thing with the bottom of the lips here. This might kind of curve around like that, but then not as dramatic on this side. So the ear, again, we've kind of already established where that's going to be. We've got our eye line here, our nose line here. We know it's behind the center axis, so our ear is going to fit into place like this. And we've got shadow. So that is kind of the idea between like the front view, the side view, and the 3/4 view. And you're really applying all of the same proportions, but the only difference is it's just as the head kind of turns this way and turns this way, where those proportions kind of parallax from one side to another will change. But all the ideas are still there, the distance between the eyes and the nose and everything else. So hopefully that helps you. In the next video, I am gonna do a live drawing with a live model. I'm gonna be hanging out with Cam, and I'm gonna be doing a 3/4 view charcoal drawing. So please come back for that.